but you couldn't do it cause you washed up. Ain't like them bad girls that you should get your sauce up. But I got. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Guess what time it is today? It's time to check your pulse. But we have more than that for you this evening. We all have influencers in our life, and tonight you will get the opportunity to meet the Mpulse Summit influencers. So let's welcome our host, Miss Micheline Barber, for the Mpulse Summit, September 10th through the 12th, 2022.
Now you heard Frenchie and you heard what she said. Everyone in their life have someone that has influenced them, someone that changed their life, someone that has dropped some type of seed in their life that made a difference. Well, this Thursday, I'm so grateful to have these ladies. That's right, the ladies of influencers. That the individuals that really make a difference in all of our lives, that have changed Mpulse Summit these last couple of months, I want to say. When I tell you, they have jumped in and have done a phenomenal job with making and letting everyone know about 2022 Mpulse Summit. That's right, breathe. Now, let me tell you, there's a couple of people we got to bring on here on the stage to let y'all know that we are not playing any games, and we are going to bring our influencers up because they're from all over, but yet these ladies have became one. And when I say they have became one, they became friends. They have encouraged each other. They're pushing each other to new heights. So I'm super duper excited about them coming up on. Again, Mpulse Summit. And notice I say Mpulse Summit is September the 10th through the 12th in Columbia, South Carolina. And it's 3 days. 3 days of impact, 3 days of influence, 3 days of fun, faith, you name it, we have it. But yet I got to bring these young ladies up because I'm telling you, they're going to make a difference in your life by just listening to their stories and how they became an influencer with Mpulse. This young lady here, let me tell you, she's actually going to be opening up on Saturday the 10th. And yet you've seen her quite a few times coming in. And this young lady, again, is a groomer. She's magic fingers. I mean, she do a lot of stuff. But she also is a person that do not mind sharing everything, her ideas, her thoughts, and even her heart with people. Y'all, please put your hands together for none other than Miss Jada Whitfield. Hello. So there's a couple, and you're from Royal Cuts Barbershop. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So the next young lady I'm going to bring up to you is a young lady who, I bought a couple of accessories from, but her spirit, everywhere we go, and she's always, exhibiting different places, but her spirit just drew people in to buying whatever she has to offer. And when I tell you, she has bought me, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sold already. Y'all, please put your hands together to the seat of Mpulse Summit 2022, our influencer, none other than Miss Brandy.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, okay. Now we got another young lady that we're bringing on. I'm telling you, this young lady here is, y'all see her working out. Like, I'm super duper jealous of some of the things that she's been doing because, I'm still trying to catch up my momentum. If I sleep at night, maybe I can get up in the morning and go. But her tenacity, her strength, her spirit, her motivation, and how she's always coming through, and all of you ladies are just putting Mpulse Summit out there in the forefront. Y'all, please put your hands together. None other than Miss Sharkeisha.
Hi.
So, we definitely have to say, we played a couple of songs at the beginning, and I love y'all spirit. So let's just get with it. Let's just talk to people. Let's tag a couple of people and say, hey, I think you need to be a part of this that we're about to say. I'm just going to tag 3 people right now. 3 people that I know. Y'all go ahead and tag 3 people. Let's just take out the time to do this real quick, okay? 3 people that you know or more that needs to be here. If you are in the audience, I'm suggesting that you do the same thing. Just tag somebody and say, hey, I think you need to be on this live because we got something for you. So I'm going to tag a couple of people. If I tag you, you never know what's going to happen. Come on in to the room. Then we're going to get ready. Get ready. All right. So let's talk about this. Now, as I am seeing, and we talked earlier, right? This is all of you all first time at Mpulse Summit in 2021.
Yes.
I'm gonna start with Jada.
Yes.
Jada, how did you come about by being at Mpulse Summit in the first place? How did you get in the building of Mpulse Summit in September of last year?
Man, it really, I don't know if I want to call it ironic, because the day before I actually prayed, and I asked, where are the people that really know this industry? Where are the people? Send me the people that know this industry and do not mind sharing the information, the knowledge, any business tactics that are available. Where are they? Send them to me. The very next day, Mitch, you jumped in my inbox. Come to the Mpulse Summit. And so I kind of questioned it a little bit. I was like, oh, who is this lady? I don't know.
Right. Right. I would have did the same thing.
I think it was like maybe 3 to maybe 5 days before the summit actually started. So I looked up the information online, gathered a lot just from the website. So I was like, okay, we'll just take the risk. We'll see where this risk takes us. And here I am. Here I am today. This is how I joined the Mpulse Summit. I took a risk on myself.
So, I'm going to go back and ask you, the things that you knew was the things that you were not so strong at, but now you're even stronger at, because we've noticed it. Sharkeisha, Brandy, like, man, if it wasn't for Jada, I'm telling you, I wouldn't know that. So just think about that for a minute. So, Brandy, your first year last year, you see these beautiful earrings that these young ladies have. I'm kind of jealous because I didn't get any. But anywho, Brandy, that was your first year at Mpulse Summit last year, right? And not only are you a hairstylist, but you are an individual that's into fashion and design. What made you come to Mpulse Summit last year? Then that was your first year. And then what made you say, hey, me, I want to be an influencer? What is that thing that brought you to come with us?
Well, last year I had an event at the Spring Valley Country Club, and you were the host there. And the way you went around the room, you promoted everybody's business, everybody's stuff. I mean, hats, accessories, purses, the weight loss drink. You promoted everybody's stuff, and you kept talking about this summit. And I'm like, if she promoting this event like this, and this ain't even her event, she just the host, I know her event about to be off the chain. Oh yeah, sign me up. I'm coming. I'm gonna be there. So that's what made me like, yeah, I gotta sign up. I want to be there. I gotta be there. So this is why I'm here.
That story is so funny, because I went around and Dee and Rhonda and a couple of people were there, and you was like, excuse me, you didn't ask me. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, I didn't know. She said, oh, no. And you paid right then. She said, no. I want to be a part of that. So you never know. And we're going to go back to what the pastor said on Sunday. You never know who's sitting right beside you. You never know who's that person that say paid in full just from that. And I tell you about some testimonies that people have been sending me just this week that I've been talking to. So this next young lady, Shar, tell a little bit about that. Was your first year.
Yes, first year.
About being at Mpulse Summit, and then you the workout queen. Like, we should have had you doing some breathing techniques, but go ahead.
So I didn't make it the previous year, when COVID, and I know you did, everything virtual. But I'm a person, I'm trying to network, and I'm gonna follow people that know something. And you a person that knows something. And so I kept following everything, and it kind of slipped my mind. But the end of last year, I said that I was gonna do nothing but, invest in myself, invest in my business. And it slipped my mind, and then you sent it to the inbox, and the people that you had on the roster, like you got these 40 plus elite educators, all of them definitely know something. Like, I follow them. So I'm like, I'm going to heavy hitters up there. I got to be there. So I knew each class that I was going to be able to take was going to impact my business. So I had to be there. And when you said, cream and green party, little music here and there, I was like, we about to learn and we about to have some fun. Right. So that's what made me come there, the people that you had there.
And, we had a meeting, and it was a Sunday afternoon, and I asked you all, we was on Zoom, and my grandson, everything was here. And I said, what made you all want to be an influencer? Because that's very important. And when I say that, it's called servitude. It's called being a servant, where I'm hard about asking people to do stuff. But you always like, no, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to be a part of, and that's something very special when somebody can come to you and say, hey, I see your vision. I see where you're going with it. I want to be a part of that with no excuses, no complaining, no nothing. I just want to be a part of what you have going on. Jada, what does that feel like when someone come to you? Because I mean, that day I cried, I boohoo cried, I tried not to cry. I'm like, oh y'all got me so emotional, Better be glad these things on here permanently. But you know what? What made you just say, I want to be a part of something? Because I can tell and see your growth. Just in these last couple of months, your growth has expounded. Like you've been doing things that's just crazy. Okay.
Man, when I tell you, like, I think it was an overall impression. I felt like I did come in very questionable. What am I about to get out of this summit? Am I really going to be able to retrieve the information that I need to grow as an individual and as an entrepreneur? Because our growth starts as an individual and then it trickles over into our business. So when I received so much information from the classes that I actually took last year, I was like, I'm sold. Everybody was very, very friendly, very, very cordial. There wasn't a question that you couldn't ask that wouldn't be answered. Everybody was willing to give you the knowledge that you need to push forward. So when the phone call came, was like, do you want to be an influencer? Absolutely. Why not? Yeah, I definitely was sold on that just from the event itself.
And so every one of you all had, y'all taking your time out. A lot of people say, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. But y'all are made videos and TikToks. I'm gonna sit back, explain how is that y'all got together, because none of y'all live in the same place. Am I right?
No.
Right.
Okay.
No.
So most people have excuses about, hey, we don't live in the same place. We can't do things, but neither one of you all live in the same city, So how is that y'all got together and y'all started doing, split different videos and just, hey, do this and that? What brought that about? Because no one asked y'all to do that. Y'all just jumped in and said, this is what we want, because this goes back to education and investing in yourself. Just what you said, Shar, and all of you all talking about investing in yourself right then, down payment. Hey, no questions asked. How did y'all become like united? Now, because I love y'all. Like when I see y'all all doing that, I'm like, my God, look at them. It's just so impressive that it's not going to just stop here, but it's going to also be beneficial. Like I got Brandy earrings on. She made these. You see how the power of connection is. So how is that y'all, how do y'all feel about, hey, we're friends now? It's way past Mpulse and we met there, but this is where we're actually going. Oh, Tamika.
I'm gonna say communication and being around like-minded people. Like we're not in the same, I'm in North Carolina, they're in South Carolina, they're not even in the same city. But when you're around like-minded people, it's just contagious. Not even to be in the same place, but the conversation is contagious through text messages, through just seeing each other on social media. Like I think we all have the same goal in mind. We need to get people there so they can experience what we experience, so that we all can learn. Like we all just want to level up together. We want to see each other's businesses just flourish. So it's about being around connecting with like-minded people.
Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of definitely what brought us all together. Like we can't wait when we get in person. Oh, TikTok and social media ain't gonna happen. They're gonna be sick of us.
They're gonna be sick of y'all. And you know what I'm saying? I love that, because like Brandy was like, Micheline, and when I tell you social media thing was not my thing, but thank God Jada and Shar, they got me together doing stuff. Brandy, how is that just, taking you from behind the chair to a front of scenes? Because Jada and I, we watched you Sunday before last in Atlanta, and 2 days of just watching you, and people was pulling to get things from you, and you wasn't even worried. Some people like, man, I gotta sell, I gotta make a sale. Oh my God. You wasn't even worried about it, but you sold even after the fact. And you stayed there, when we went to Georgetown, and you was like, no, I'm not leaving. And people bought things. Brandy, what is it about that when people don't understand jumping? That thing about that needs to say, listen, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to run with it because God's got it. And I've watched you do that. So how's that with Mpulse Summit and being an influencer in your business and, your accessories and the whole nine?
Well, one thing I always remember who the source is. I know who I am, but I know who the source is. So no matter what event that I'm at, I know who the source is. I know he's always going to provide. And that's no matter if it's 2 people there or 200 people there, I know I'm going to be good. And I always make sure that I pray every event. And like Sharkeisha was saying, being around like-minded individuals, that has been it for me. And just being able to collaborate with other people. So many times people are in competition instead of trying to collaborate with people. Collaborate with people. You never know. You have so much in common with people. It was a lot of stuff that I didn't know. Social media, the phone, scared, but I could get in my inbox or get on the phone to Jada and be like, look, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help a sister out?
Yes.
And instantly, she was there for me. Look, sis, I'm gonna help you out. Do this, or do this to your video, or we gonna do this. And that's how, it's like everybody has embraced each other. We want to see each other win, succeed.
Mhm.
Like, I be promoting, like, okay, go, go, go. So that's how it's been. And every event, that I've been to with Jada, with you, Chris, like, it's been nothing but teamwork. Rhonda, Miss D, when we was down in Florence, it was nothing but teamwork. Everybody was, everybody saw the vision and making it work. They was even at my table selling stuff for me. I was someplace else, but they were there selling stuff for me. Jada was selling earrings and stuff. I'm like, Jay, but that's how it was, the teamwork.
And that's what Mpulse Summit brings about. It's the faith for me. It's the faith in first before anything. Like I tell people, if you don't want, Jada, what I always say, if you don't want to hear about him, you might not want to come. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be in the building. He already meeting us and beating us there. And then it comes to the family thing. The family that we built together. Like, we have fun. We joke, we play, we laugh. Like, I rode all the way up to Atlanta with Brandy, laughed and talked. I mean, with Jada, then laughed and talked with Brandy all the way back. And it went by quick. We was in Georgetown. We was everywhere. But that's like, Mitch, you everywhere. But when you are around like-minded people, like you all said, you are not tired. You want to see them win. And the biggest thing is, I want to see everyone on this screen win, plus some. And like I was telling them, there was a young lady that shared something with me, and I told her, and I hope she's on tonight. But what she said, Mitch, you gave us a key, and I'm going to go through and read it. But y'all remember the key. And I have mine. I have quite a few of them, actually. That's blessed keys that I have in the book that I'm writing, right? How did that key open up things for you all when it comes to that? Because, again, I have my mustard seed from the very first year, and then I'm always keeping my key that's going to be there. And then we got an ultimate thing that God is blessing for us for this year with Breathe. The keys. Let me ask you this: breathing. What does that mean to you? Who wants to start?
Oh, man, I would say that breathing is our ultimate source. If there is any lack of breath in the system, there's a shutdown that occurs. When that shutdown happens, there is no more life. So we need that. We need it in order to continue to build and to continue to have a strength and continue to press forward with our passions. Like you were saying, like, we weren't tired. We were in Georgetown, Columbia, Atlanta. The passion just kind of fuels you.
Yes.
And so you need that breath to continue on. Breathe deep, resuscitate, let it revitalize the system. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So anybody else? What about you, Shar or Brandy?
Breathe. It's something that you need, like, it's life. So coming to this event, when it's time to, like, it's everything that you're going to need. Like, you're going to get everything that you need there. So the concept of it, of breathing, is just befitting. Last year we were stretching. I've been stretched so much, but I didn't break. And so now it's just time to take it in and let it out and keep on moving. Like, you have to. And that's what this event is. I know it is. That's what this event is going to do. It's a release.
Yes.
Everything that you're looking for. It's a release. If you're at a standstill, you need to be in the building. Because you got to say, you're going to have to take all of that in, all this good information in, and use it.
Yeah. I was reading this, and they said, thank you, Mitch. She said, last year you gave us keys to new doors opening. Well, baby, my key to my new business. She said, thank you for allowing God to use you in a mighty way for our industry. So this is where we're talking about where people have testimonies. This is more than one, because when Jare and I was making phone calls the other day, young lady just started crying. She started talking about how much she paid. She said, Mitch, with that key, I paid a car $15,000 right then. She told me, now I'm opening my own business. She said, I would not miss Mpulse Summit for nothing in the world. And like I tell people, it's not just about all the things that you see and come across the screen. Yeah, we got makeup, lashes, commercial hair, locks, grooming, barbers, esthetician, nails, care. We got all that under one building. We got the top of the top elite educators. But one thing we do have is the faith of God that's in the building that has changed people's lives, especially when they have went out and stretched themselves to know that they have to be there no matter what. And as we experience all these things, how have your business increased when it comes to all these things that you see below now? I know there's a couple of classes that y'all know that y'all already want to take, right? Like, so just think about some things that you want to take now that you know going to enhance. Because I'm going to tell you, just watching the other day, the pedicures, I'm like, okay, so she got people coming 5-6 hours away for pedicures and major nails. And I'm like, and she's going to show us step by step on how to get these people there. Went from 10 clients to 300 from 2019 to 2022. Okay? That was her testimony, from 10 guests to 300 guests from 2019 to 2022. Come on.
Wow.
I wanted her to do my feet watching the video.
Right, watching the video.
Yeah.
So think about some of the classes that you want to take. This thing about the classes that you did take. What influenced you when you went to those classes? So somebody will say, you know what? Do you have anything for nails, eyelashes? What's some of the things? I know, Brandy, y'all said in business classes as a exhibit. Talk about, look, Sean, talk about it. Tell about it.
We did. It was so funny last year because me and Deborah, my friend, we kind of teamed up, and we wasn't expecting to take no classes. I'm gonna be honest with you. We was like, girl, we going to the summit. We gonna sell our stuff, and we gonna have a good time while we there. Mitch was grabbing us from them tables. I need you to come sit in this class. Come sit in this class. And we were in different classes, so it was very good. I stayed in a couple of classes so long, I forgot that I was there vending. I was like, Lord, I just need to come. I don't need to be vending. I need to be in these classes. But they were very good. Even from some of the classes that I took, I've followed up with those educators, and I've done some other stuff. I went to get my instructor's license. So the summit is, if you better get with it. That's all I can tell you. You better get with it. Get with it.
Shy, you said you want to say something. What is it about the person who you got with?
Listen, you can look at the classes, what you all have, what we're gonna be offering, what you have, for us to take. But listen, baby, you got to have an open mind when you go down there to Mpulse Summit, because I promised myself that I was going to invest in classes for the rest of the year for my business and this and that. So I went down there to Mpulse Summit, taking nothing but hair classes. That was it. It was going to be a color. I had everything laid out to the T. I wasn't taking anything else. It was all about hair. It was one of the panel discussions that you had, and one of the panelists said something, and it was a business class, and I said, whoa, I need to be in these business classes. So the first day I was in hair classes, the second day I switched everything around, and I did nothing but business the rest of the time. Mm-hmm. Since Mpulse Summit, I have continued to take classes under the educators that you had there, Mitch. Mm-hmm. I've taken hair classes and business classes under some of the educators that you have there. The connections are real. Listen, people, the connections are real. They are lifelong connections. The networking is impeccable. I've gone to Georgia, stay in South Carolina, but I've traveled to Georgia, and these educators, they know what they're talking about. They have your best interests at heart, and they're really just trying to help you. They have the same spirit as you. That's how I know that they're the people that need to be there. The same spirit. But I took those business classes, and it just opened up so much for my business. And it
that's
was
what
after the
a lot of
summit.
people
Like
been
things
bragging on
just
that.
keep going and keep
Yeah.
progressing.
That's what a lot of people have been bragging on. Definitely those business classes was phenomenal. You know,
Yes.
they was actually sitting on the floor the whole nine. Like, I need this, because coming out of pandemic, we didn't know where it was going to shift. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they know about different skill sets, but now it's even time for you to learn about your business. Hey, what can I add to my repertoire now that's going to make me some extra income, so that if anything else happened, I will have this under my belt. I will have, you know, how to do lashes, or how to do eyebrows, or even how to actually save my money and invest back into those classes again. So I'm not stressed so much when it comes back to it. And, you know, Jada, just think about you. You kept in touch with everybody. I mean, everybody heard about you, you know, Jada. And the
Right.
cool fact that you have now got with the other groomers like Thomas, Frank, you know, as well as Dee, the barber. Like, we all met, and then how God brought y'all together for you all to be performing and opening up on September the 10th. So I'm super excited about that. And we do have a special sponsor. Y'all know who we got. AT&T.
Oh,
So y'all
yes.
sit back and look at this. So we'll say, AT&T, we thank you.
Thank you, AT&T.
Hello, everyone. This is the visionary founder of Mpulse Summit in Columbia, South Carolina. I just want to take this time out to give a special thanks to one of our title sponsors, and that is AT&T. We want to thank them for not only believing in Mpulse Summit, but breathing with us even more. So we see you in September, the 10th through the 12th, for Breathe 2022.
New customers get our best deals on all smartphones.
That's right.
But what if I'm already a customer?
Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam.
Same deal.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Oh, it's a great deal. What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Nice.
Hey, but what about for existing customers?
Same deal.
Is he okay?
It's not complicated. With AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on every smartphone.
So y'all see how AT&T came on in. I'm telling you, we also have Northwest Mutual. That's a sponsor. And we have quite a few more that we're actually going to be talking about as well. Blackberry Charisma is also one of our sponsors. And y'all know that wine is always on time.
Yes.
That wine is always on time. And that is something that we're going to promote now. Let's talk about this. The all white with a hint of blue. That is going to be at the gala. And let me tell you, that opens up on September 10th. And I don't know, somebody called me and asked me, hey, Mitch, can I bring this person along with me? Yes, you can, because it is definitely our opener where you have an opportunity to meet our elite educators at this event. Bring your all white with a hint of blue. Y'all know how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely going to be on Saturday. So Jada, just tell a bit. You could tell just a small amount that you got. Just a teeny bit, because we have, we got some secrets that we're going to be putting out, but we can't put it out all at once. So it's going to be you, Frank the barber, Dee the barber, and as well as help me out. Who am I missing? Frank, Dee, Thomas, right, and yourself. So y'all have been also like these ladies here. Y'all been like, I've watched y'all in Georgetown. Y'all have became so bonded. It is crazy.
Right.
So only two of them are in the same city, right? And the rest of y'all are in Charleston and you in Greenville. So how is that working, especially knowing that everybody's in different places, but y'all became like brothers and sisters, and it's been, I love to see y'all, like when y'all together, I can't sit back and look at like, they are crazy, so how's that spirit? Because y'all met, through a connection of Mpulse Summit, and now y'all are now going to be the headliners of the all white event at the gala, and we mapping it out. We got the DJ, the top DJ that's in Columbia, South Carolina, that's going to be there, DJ Gucci. So we're bringing in some more elements, right? DJ Gucci's going to, he going to make it live, along with the hostess of the Moses, Tamika, as well as Mr. Chris Bond. That's going to be our promoters for that. So Jada, how does it feel with you opening up? Is it nervous? Are you excited? What's going on with you?
Well, look, it's kind of a mixture of both, to be quite honest with you. Of course, the nerves are gonna come because you want the best outcome. Of course, the excitement is definitely there. We have a show laid out, music, cuts, performances. Uh, as you know, D absolutely loves to dance. He
Yeah.
does. So that element will definitely be in the room. Frank, Thomas, and myself, we all are skilled in such a way that it's easy to deliver this. This is almost second nature to us. And so when we are able to get in contact with each other, I figured out what D's number was, and then it just kind of rippled effect. I met Frank in Columbia at another event. Not the Mpulse Summit at all. I met him at another event. So when the communication lines begin to, remain open, it was like phone calls. What you doing?
Yeah.
It got to a
Yeah.
point where it was more comfortable. Like, hey, yo, you feeling all right? So when it got to that point, and we were just kind of like connecting with each other on a brother sister level, I was like, oh, this is it right here. This is my team. These are my people. This is my tribe. And so it's just been easy, the very same way with Brandy and Sharkeisha. What y'all doing? Especially
Yes.
Brandy. Brandy was like, hey girl, it's just
like
hey girl. It's that way with everybody across the board. This is a family, even though we have
it's
blood
a
related.
family.
This is a family, and I absolutely love it. I
And I
am
tell you, I
totally.
fight about my family now. I don't play about my family. If you,
Oh, I
if you
know.
ever
Okay.
been, if you ever been around me, I don't play about my family. I'm talking about y'all, my family. Different people like Monique, different people who have been at the summit prior year. Y'all, my family, so we don't play no games with that. So this is the flyer for our all white with a hint of blue. And Jada, Brenda needs some earrings.
I got you, girl.
So make sure y'all know to sign up for this. This is going to be their showcase by Jada, D, Frank, and Thomas. That's going to be definitely going down. It's the coldest in the game. Meet the cream of the crop. So that is the cream of the crop of our elite educators that's going to be there. So we're so excited about that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
So ready.
I'm excited.
Listen, y'all better get y'all all white. So then, we go into the fact of all the things that we're having next and all the things that we're doing even more after we have the all white. Then we start off with that power breakfast early in the morning. And that power breakfast is one that is breakfast of champions. People say early in the morning. Absolutely. They were there ready to learn, eager to know about their business, the mistakes, crossing out the things, dotting their T's, crossing their I's, as to what can we do to really get our business to another level. So Northwest Mutual is one of the ones that's going to be over our power breakfast. So I'm so excited about that. Then we have classes all day. So what's some of the classes that you was? I know you took business classes. Definitely the eyebrow class was on point. The eyelashes was on point. Color was on point. Cutting was on point. Like everything that was there, they were on top of everything. So I'm super excited about this year because have y'all seen that lineup? If you want to learn about blonde, we got a young lady coming all the way from Houston, Texas, that's killing the blonde. If you want to learn about gray, we got D Clay. Look, that y'all see how that rhyme? If you want to learn about gray, we got D Clay. We got Sherry that talk about blonding as well and balayage. If you want to learn about skincare and waxing, we have Destiny Cox. I'm talking about like a plethora of things that's going to be there this week. If you want to learn about braids and commercial hair, we got them in the building. We know we got a grip and twist. And we also have Miss Antoinette says, so definitely do your research on who we have coming at Mpulse Summit to sign up with this. Now, as we going through, how important is it to invest in yourself? What does investment look like?
That's growth.
Yeah.
That's growth. Gotta grow. That's growth.
It's like
seed. You have to plant that seed. This is a seed that we must have in order to grow.
I was watching something the other day, and Sarah Jakes, and they had a finance. I did remind me to send it to y'all when we get off the phone. And the lady was talking about putting your finances first. She said your faith is the first thing. She said pay your tithes, pay yourself, then pay your business. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm gonna make sure I share that with you all, because she had so much that she said, no, my God get paid first. The investments in yourself and knowing that this is going to be something that I can grow from. Just like my guest, you'll see me picking up this cup, right? She was there last year as a exhibitor.
Yes.
And she was like, Mitch, listen, this is where I'm growing. And she also met Deborah with Drink the Shrink. So she actually bought that back. Then she started learning about even more accessories. And, I talked to Brandy on the way, I think, coming and going. I said, Brandy, when it comes to sharing ideas on people who buy, she said, Mitch, I don't mind sharing stuff like that. She said, because everybody is unique. I love both all of you all, because y'all are all unique in your own way. Embrace. Tell a little bit about your salon and how you have really elevated even more, not just in your workout, but your salon as well. And I love you and your son. Y'all just make me laugh. That remind me of my Oh, thank you, Monique.
So, I Embrace. I love everything about it. Just the name, I Embrace. It's a place where you come in. I'm all about good hair and healthy hair, but I Embrace is bringing the outside to match your inside. It's about just accepting who you are, accepting your flaws and all. I always tell people, look, my hairline is way back here, but baby, I'm gonna rock it because it's mine. So that's what I tell when the clients come in. I'm like, no, we're gonna work with what you got. But since this is the honest truth, since I taken classes at Mpulse, I have my other part of my business, which is I Embrace Hair Care, and I've launched my bonnets, I've launched my scarves, but I was at a standstill. And when I took those business classes, that was what I needed. I had the idea, I already had the vision, I already had the pattern. So we already had the necessary steps. So that last step was getting that business aspect, because it's more than a hobby. It's something that's really dear to me. So taking those business classes and then continuing those classes with individuals after the summit, it helped me launch it, because I already had been planning since COVID. So this year in February, I was able to launch it, and I haven't looked back since. And it's just been awesome and amazing. And I know I Embrace Hair Care. It's gonna be known. It's gonna be seen. I'm just gonna keep learning and keep taking everything that I need. But that's what has happened for me since the summit. I've been able to expand my business, staying in the same field that I love, but I've been able to branch off and expand into something else that I love, and it's been rewarding.
And you will see it at Mpulse Summit as well. Those bonnets and everything will be at Mpulse Summit. So we already we had a meeting one day, and she said, I think not what I told her. No, we ain't thinking it's going to happen. Like Jada, with her products that's going to come out too, with her male grooming line that she wants to come out with. You got to speak it into existence.
Yes.
And that's what I love about you all, that you're doing it. So, Brandy, how has your business, and tell a little bit about what you offer, because you're not just, someone who's behind the chair doing fashion, you also are behind the chair doing hair as well. So how does that, has increased even more?
Yes, it's increased a lot. Sometimes I can't keep up. I'm like, woo, but it's great. It's great. Just from my clients coming in to get a service, and they'll get their service, and before they leave, they getting an outfit, they getting shades, they getting earrings, they getting a purse, or they're sending somebody else. So it's picked up a lot. And even the connections that were made at the summit, like Miss Sandy in Tampa. Miss Sandy will inbox me, look, sis, what you got? You got this? Let me see the dresses you got. So you never know who's in the room that you're going to connect with that's going to be an asset to your business. So that's why I encourage everyone, if you haven't signed up for Mpulse, come on and sign up. Your business needs the summit.
And after Jada, we got something called No Excuses, and we're going to play that, right? But Jada, what about you? How has your business increased?
Oh, man. So I took a level of different classes last year, whether it was business with Damien. I know him as D. D is a musician. I know him as a musician before I knew him as a businessman.
Okay.
So I took his class. Joy Harris is also business. I took her class. She's a firecracker, right? And so there's just a level of energy she delivers. I took Monique Davis's class. This was did the blind class. Phenomenal. She had us chanting and get it together. This is what we do. So it was just, I took all that information. I was like, I wrote it down and made it plain. I took what I wrote down and I applied it to my service list. When I applied it to my service list, it put me in a different tax bracket. So that's enough in itself. Me being in a different tax bracket just from information alone. It wasn't necessarily just me selling products or me giving services. It was how I delivered the service. How do I, carry myself with this particular business? Having a business mindset that brings me to a different level because I was here. I ain't done no more. We here now, so just being able to apply everything people have poured into me, phenomenal.
I love it. So, we have something called no excuses, because what we've actually added this year is Afterpay. And I know people use it to buy a purse and buy a hat and buy some shoes, but we say buy it to invest in yourself. So here's a little bit about Afterpay, just in case you didn't know anything about
it. Life doesn't wait. Why should you?
It could be seen as the modern-day lay-by in an age of convenience. A small Australian company, Afterpay, offers a buy now, pay later scheme, and it's rapidly gaining ground.
Afterpay is a service for customers to allow them to buy life's little luxuries and necessities and spread their payments over time in 4 installments. Afterpay takes on all of the risk that the customer may not pay us back in the future, etc. So from a retailer's perspective, it's risk-free.
Afterpay also approves customers instantly.
We don't do external credit checks in the traditional sense, but we have a very sophisticated set of systems and rules which looks at the integrity of that particular transaction. It's not a credit product because we don't charge any interest to the customer and we don't lock them into any upfront fees or administration charges.
So far, retailers are enthusiastic about the service, which has proved great for customers who are good at budgeting and understand the risks.
So right there alone is no excuses. I don't know how many of y'all have used Afterpay before, but I know people who have used it. And again, you look at that, you use Afterpay to buy this book, but this book don't keep giving back to you. But what you write in that book and make it plain does. And when you open it up and apply these things to what you're looking for, one thing I heard Lee said a couple of weeks ago is that you got to at least get the key close to the door for it to open. That was so profound to me that it just keeps sticking in my head that I have to get the key close enough to the door for it to open. And that's what we're asking you all to do. I see Brandy, I see Jada and Sharkeisha. Y'all have gone to schools. Y'all have taken out the time to go to other salons. Y'all been tagging us. I'm like, gosh, she didn't went to a school. She didn't went to this. Oh yeah, Mitch, they let me come on back and speak to the students. I'm going to tell you from the bottom of our heart, I know Frenchie's on here, Nikki on here, Lee, Chris, those who are key holders, Tamika, D. We're so grateful for you all because you all are taking out the time to say, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to go over here and let someone know about it. And if nothing else, I always tell people, y'all heard about Mpulse Summit. Regardless of whether I'm like she said, slide in your DMs, I'm sliding in your DMs. Hey, have you heard? No, I haven't. Right. Here you go. Here's the information. You know what I'm saying? For people to see that it's not just a show. It is not a show. No. It's a summit. And it's way more than that. And it's about faith. And faith is the first thing through everything that we have to offer. That is the first thing that God is going to really show anybody who come there with good intentions. And we always tell people, I always say, Lord, remove the people who are not supposed to be there. And I have to be all right with that. And replace it and restore it and renew the people who are there and whatever they're broken in, whatever they need, that other thing, like the young lady who testified the other day and said, Micheline, because of the summit, because of how she stretched to get there last year, all the things that have opened up. And it's not something that I can make up. This is something that we heard and hear for ourselves, and we read what people are saying. This changed my life by going to Monique class or going to sit in Chalsky, whatever class that they're taking. They sat there and they're a different person now. So I know we're about to go, but I just wanted to say, that's right. Our influencers are the best. They are. And when I say that, you know, when they came up with the influencers, I said, wow, that is such an appropriate name for you all that are really going beyond the call of duty with no, when I tell you, and I'm going to keep saying this, no excuses on my head hurt or my feet hurt. You all just do it without being asked. And servant, you know, this morning on our prayer group, it talked about servitude and being a great servant. And when people understand that part of it, they understand that they will be blessed, because like you said, if you watch me doing it for other people, God is going to bless me with my own. You know what I'm saying? So this is where it is. Build it and they shall come. And you all are definitely key holders. You all hold a special part with Mpulse Summit from here on out. So y'all ain't going nowhere. So I don't care what you say. And we're going to fight. I ain't gonna
just said it this morning.
The devil is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, these three, you don't see them on here. I don't care. We're gonna fight, but we're gonna get back together. You know how family do.
Right.
But it's still the same thing. So before we go, I want you to definitely talk about Royal Cuts. Jada, where can they find you at? I want them to start following you on social media and start seeing some of the things that you're doing and be looking at for you in September the 10th, starting off with the all white with a hint of blue.
Okay, so Royal Cuts Barbershop is located in Greenville, South Carolina. If you know about the Haywood Mall is a heavy retail area. I sit right behind it. So if 35 Rocky Slope Road, I'm in Suite 221, is a private suite. We have fades, locks, facials, even if you need man weaving or you need your hairline repaired, definitely come holler at me. You can definitely follow me on Instagram at jfiondra the barber. That is JFIONDRA the barber on Instagram. And then on Facebook we have Jada Whitfield, just Jada F Whitfield. I think that's about it. Oh, website, royal-cuts.com, royal-cuts.com. You can also click on the Lincoln site there to book any type of appointment.
All right. And Brandy, how can they find you to buy some of those beautiful earrings and dresses? And, you know, of course, they're going to see you at the summit. That's going to be for real.
Right.
But they're going to be like, she's going to be there. Yes, she's going to be there. But tell us about it.
I'm local in Columbia. I'm at 4357 Fort Jackson Boulevard, right outside the Fort Jackson gate. I'm right by Nebraska's Pizza. On Facebook, it's Brandy with 2 E's, Latalia, Letalya. And on Instagram, it's Glams Hair Studio Inc. So hit me up. Inbox me, call me 803-238-5120. Business only.
All right. Business.
You gotta put that disclaimer out there.
Business only. You're right. I like that. You're right, because they will slide in.
You made it clear.
Hey, I was just wondering.
Right.
Is this about the summit? Is this about the summit? You know,
right.
I had somebody do that to me before. Is this about the summit? He said, yeah. Okay, so are you a stylist? No, okay. So what we talking about? Oh, it ain't about the summit. I'm sorry, I ain't got no time for it.
Right.
Char, what about you? How can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Sharkeisha Midget. Also my hair page, I Embrace Hair 2016. I'm also located on Facebook, I Embrace Hair Studio LLC, and also Sharkeisha Midget. I use both of those. Links are in bio to book an appointment. I'm located in Greenville, North Carolina. Also, my team can be located up there, and I'm hoping to bring the entire salon to Mpulse Summit. Yes. So if there's any salon owners up here right now, get your teams registered. Everybody needs to be on the same page. Let's go.
That's it. I love it. Let's go. So definitely, if you want to see the schedule, go to the site. The site is www.mpulsesummit.com. You'll see all of our elite educators. If you're signing up for hands-on classes, we have cutting classes, color classes. We have eye waxing and skincare that's going to be offered there as well. So if you're looking for that, want to learn how to take your hair up to that nice blonde and keep it healthy, we have a hands-on class for that as well. So register at mpulsesummit.com. Click on it. You'll see everything. We got that cream and green. Get ready to get your outfits together. Again, let's say, Mitch, what outfits do I need? You're going to need a all white with a hint of blue. You're going to need a power breakfast event day class. You're going to need also a cream and green gala event. So definitely know that's what it's going to be. Again, our hands-on classes, Destiny Cox, Brandon Shanae. We got Chelsea Henry. And we also have Kai Smith and Sherry Rattay. So these are all hands-on classes that's going to be offered at Mpulse Summit in September the 10th through the 12th. So again, ladies, I love you all, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Like nothing at all.
I love you too.
We love you too.
We ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And look, and I'm gonna get y'all some more different shirts. I got to make sure my team looking right the rest of the time we here. So we're gonna have y'all all right. Y'all see them shirts? Y'all show them the shirts real quick. I don't think they understand. That's it. That's the influencer shirt right there. So definitely you will be seeing them the entire weekend of September. Again, like Shar said, if you got some team members, bring them on. Bring the whole salon. Bring the whole barbershop. Just bring them. Just grab them by the ear and say, I think you need to come on.
Yes, literally.
Get on in the building, okay? So again, I want you all to see a little bit about Mpulse Summit. Y'all put y'all seatbelts on and enjoy this right here.
Thank you for joining us as we check our pulse. We hope to see you in September 10th through the 12th, 2022 in Columbia, South Carolina. Have a good evening and let the Mpulse Summit be an influence to you.